Welcome back, guys. Today is the day I've been waiting for because I love to get valve covers that are freshly painted put back on my engines, and today I finally get a chance to do it. The reality of doing YouTube videos is sometimes you can get things done, but you have to wait because you got to get the videos done, you have to edit, they have to come out in sequence. So your project actually gets delayed, so believe it or not, when you're doing these videos. So today it's finally here and we're going to get our fresh painted valve covers back on. So we're going to start off by removing our old gasket. Going to toss this to the side. I had everything covered up. So now let's get our bag here that was protecting our engine. Going to get this removed, and then we're going to move over to my bench and we're going to get the gasket seals removed and replaced with new ones, and basically get this thing installed and looking fresh. And there's my nicely covered up clean 2GR. So looks amazing here, and now all we got to do is go over to get our valve covers in place and get this thing put back in. So new seal will be installed for right here, and you got to clean these up a little bit. I did do some off camera, but anyways, let me stop rambling. Let's go over to the bench and get these valve cover seals replaced. Well, we have our Felpro kit here, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up. This is the point of no return once you break these seals. So anyways, we're going to the point of no return. So we're going to remove this, and let's see what we got in here. So we have the seals. These are the spark plug seals. So we'll need 3 per side. So we're just going to lay everything out here nicely. These are the oil seals. So let me open this up as well, and just if you see these blue seals right here, they basically go under the valve cover. You'll see right here and here, there are 2 on each cover, and there's a single seal right there. So that's what's inside of this kit. All right, so we'll go ahead and open these up as well. And these are those 2 little circular ones over there, and then we have our 2 gaskets. So now we got to figure out which gasket belongs to this side over here, which is our left side. So we're going to do the left side first. So let's figure out what gasket that is. So I have the old one. I'm just going to match it up, and then we're going to move on to replacing the seals and slapping this thing on. It shouldn't take us too long. Start off with the left side. So here, this is the bigger of the 2 valve covers. So let's head under the bottom, and we're going to pull these seals out. Now, if you clean this thing and you painted it like I did, it's going to be pretty much stuck inside here. So what I did, I put some WD-40 or some penetrating fluid in here to kind of break this loose, and then you get like a tool like this with a little 90-degree bend. You basically go in and just try to grab it from the inside and just work your way out. Let's see if I can get this on camera. Just kind of work your way out, because otherwise you'd think it comes out easy, but it doesn't, right? And then you will see these little tabs. You just kind of have to bend them up a little bit. So you can use a little screwdriver. I just kind of use my 90-degree and rolled it, and just kind of get it out to the way, so that way you can slip these things out like that. Okay? So, you know, at first I was like, man, this thing looked like it could break off, but they seem pretty sturdy. So, you know, we're going to leave them like this. We'll clean in here. We'll get the new seals. We'll slip them in place like this, and then put these back down flat. And that's pretty much it for the spark plug seals. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'll show you what it looks like right after. All right, we're going to start off with the left side. I'm going to put some lube on this seals for the spark plugs so they slip in easy. Now this is how it came out. Sorry, like this. So just looking at the orientation, the Felpro ones are a little bit different. So in terms of orientation, this open side with the spring goes down. At least that's what it looks like, the right way to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. And we're just going to slip these right in here. And I'm just putting the lube on just to help to get it in without too much hassle. So there you go. Just going to get them in, and then we'll just press these things down. All right, and then we'll move these tabs over. Get them back how we had them before. And that's it for the spark plug tubes. All right, so now we'll change these out, these 3 pieces out, put the gasket on and throw it on the car. I'm moving on to the inner seals, so we'll take this little one out. Actually, I didn't realize it's just stuck on here, so we probably need to put this in. Yeah, so these will probably get replaced in the valve cover itself, because as you can see, this is a flat surface, so these are really just stuck on. So let's head over to the engine and put these guys in. So here we go. All right, I have my new valve cover gasket here. This is the bigger one, so we'll kind of figure out how this goes on. And let's see. All right, so we have the spark plug seals in, we have the outer gasket on. These, I thought they were to put installed here, but they're actually flat surfaces here, so these actually get installed on the engine. So I guess they're just stuck on from being there on for years. So you just pull these off. I'm gonna put these off to the side. These are the old ones, and then we're gonna head over to the engine. We're gonna put the new ones in place, so let's do that. All right, this is as easy as it gets. You just basically put them in here, just like that. And like that, and this one goes in here, and that's pretty much it. So now we have these seals done. It's time to get the valve cover on. Now before we do that, we're going to put some RTV on these 2 points because it was installed like that. So we'll put some RTV here, get the valve cover on, and torque it down. Adding some Toyota sealant right to these joints right here. See right here? So that's where the factory had put this sealant, so we're just going to put a little bit right here and do the same over here. And now we're going to get the valve cover, slap it on, and we should be good to go. So I got it into the pins right here and on this side, and now we're just going to throw the bolts in. And that's pretty much your valve cover job. So the 10mm bolts, we're going to torque those to 7 foot-pounds. These 3 12mm bolts, those are 15 foot-pounds. So let's just go ahead and do that. And hopefully I can get this thing out. Yeah, forgot to take this out. Alright, so let's get the bolts in, torque it up, and we're done. And there it is, black. I like it. Well guys, so here's the torque sequence. So there you have it, that's where your valve cover. So as you can see, the 10, 11, and 12, those are the 15 pounds. And the rest of them are basically 7 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, get everything torqued down, and I'll get right back. But this is basically what you need to do if you're replacing your valve cover. So I'm making some progress. I have the right-hand side, everything is prepped. So I have my outer gasket, spark plug seals in, and then we'll look at the TRD MR2. That side is on, as you guys saw earlier. I think it's looking good with the silver. And now we're gonna move over to the other side, which is the right side. So I cleaned up all these areas and I replaced the seal, see? That one's new from the kit, and then these 2 blue ones. So remember to replace those, and remember to take them off the old ones off the valve cover when you go to replace it, so you're not doubling up on that. And then we're gonna get this slapped on and button up these 2 valve covers. So I'm working on the right hand side now, and I just wanted for illustration, because if you're doing this, you're probably gonna wanna know. Here's the torque sequence. So that's basically how the bolts are tightened. And again, the same 10mm 7 foot-pounds, 12mm 15 foot-pounds, but as you can see, the sequence in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, how these are torqued. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this side buttoned up, and then that should wrap it up. Just like that, we've come to the end. So I finally got these valve covers on. It took a little bit of time because most of you probably don't know because the videos are shorter than the time I actually invest, but I take a lot of time just to make sure everything is like neat and clean and all that good stuff. But here's our black valve covers. I actually like them, so I think it's a good combination for the 2GR. Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious as to what everybody thinks. Again, there is the Gen 4, which I went with the polished look. The Gen 5 I have the black valve covers, and this one, the V6, will have the black valve covers. So comment if you prefer the bronze look that I had earlier that you saw in the previous video. But so far I'm loving it, and as you guys can see, the little details. I actually painted the solenoids, and I actually painted them silver and then brushed it with a little bit of that bronze color just to kind of give it a little bit of a different look, because these were a little bit rusted out. So all in all, I think they clean up very well. The only 2 points I have left to torque are these oil ports, oil lines, but because it has a copper wash, I'm not ready to torque them yet. I want to get the engine somewhat in a position where it's fully finished before I go ahead and torque that down, but I'll just put that as a reminder in this video. So when I go back to watch and see if I missed anything, then it will remind me. But the block came a long way, guys. Look at that. Paint came out really nice. And now we have the valve covers. Again, I think it looks very nice as well. So the TRD MR2 is coming along. The swap is coming along. We have more things to do. Got to get the water neck put in here. I did paint the hard lines right here. So those are painted black again. Kind of give it that stealth look. So we'll get the water neck on there, and in upcoming videos we'll also have to get this side done. So we'll put a new water pump in, we'll put a new thermostat, change that seal for the crank pulley, get the remaining pulleys on, tensioner, and then I just got in just now, mailman just arrived. So here is our AC compressor. That's the Denso part number. So this is from a 1GR engine. So that's what I'm going to be running. And then I got this kit here, which we'll basically use to tap some holes on the transmission side to get it mounted up. And those are old valve covers. So parts are coming in. We're making some progress. The wire harness has been sent out. So that should hopefully come back in the next couple weeks here. And we'll just keep on moving along. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm finishing up the last part of it here by myself. So fortunately, you guys won't get to see me, but I know you're not here to see me. You're here to see the cars and the engines. So there you go, guys. I think that looks really nice. And I will catch you guys on the next one.